Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Friends, the first 50 years. My name is Mike, and I'm here today to share with you my journey of flying over 50 years as I approach my 50th anniversary. I want to share with you the most important part of this journey for all the excitement, different airplanes, places I've been. To me, it's really about the friends that I've made and the people I've encountered along the way. So, with that as kind of the structure, it's me flying for 50 years. The focus is on my friends, and I hope that that shows as you go through and join us on this series. So, if I may, let's go back in time, September 17th, 1975. I'm a young Air Force airman. I've just started my Air Force journey, which would become 34 years before I retired. But I'm a young kid trying to figure things out. And one night in the dormitory, one of my classmates says, "Hey, they have an aero club here. I'm going over tomorrow to get a flying lesson. Do you want to go with me?" And I go, "Well, yeah." So, having no idea what to expect, I went over to the flying club, met my instructor. We went out to the airplane. We flew 1.1. We got back. He filled out my logbook, charged me 1.1 for the airplane, 1.1 for the instructor, charged me $1 for the logbook, wrote the receipt, and then tucked it in the front of the logbook where 49 years later, just going through my logbooks, I found the receipt. So here it is, the first receipt that I have for a flying lesson. And if you can believe this, logbook included and tax $22. It was amazing. So that's the beginning of my journey. And I want to, as best I can, share it with you by going through logbooks, interviewing friends, looking at old videos. We're going to have a great time. And think about my 4-year tour in the Air Force became 34 years. Part of that was I left the Air Force, I joined the Guard, I started my airline career. I was able to do 28 years as an airline pilot with Northwest Airlines and Delta Airlines, retiring from the Airbus. And then when I retired from the airlines, I thought, I'm not done yet. I want to keep going. So I started teaching as a general aviation flight instructor and talk about opening the gates. That's where I really started to meet a lot of really interesting, motivated people, friends, tons of new friends, adventures along the way. And I feel like for all the stuff that I did in the airline and the Air Force and all that, I don't think I really started growing until I became a flight instructor. So I think for me, part of the impetus of this whole channel and flying with friends is to talk about the growth along the way. And I'm going to submit to you that learning to fly is learning to live. And if you pay attention, because every day is a school day, you got to pay attention that these lessons that we learn are just critical for success, confidence. Confidence in flying leads to confidence in the rest of your life, which makes everything better. And I'm such a fan of all of this whole process. So what I'd like to do is using this logbook number 1, and what we're going to do in the series is there's going to be different logbook episodes where I'm trying to remember how many logbooks I have now. I think I'm on logbook number 7 or something like that. Doesn't matter. But there's going to be a lot of days where I open up a logbook and say, here, look, on this day, I flew with this person, we did this thing. And you're going to meet a lot of friends of mine from the 70s, the 80s, all the way up until probably last week. I started a new student last week, and I might be able to get her to come on and give some words of sharing. So what I want to do is invite you to join the series. It's 50 years. I'd like to do 50 episodes, which means it won't be 50 friends, because I have many of my really dear friends are going to be multiple episodes because we did a lot of cool things over the years. So you'll see some people more than once. Episode 2 is going to be called Flying with 10,000 Friends. It's going to be about the most recent Oshkosh Air Show, where I went up there, and I mean, you're just surrounded by it. It's like I got 10,000 new friends here. So it's going to be an exciting journey going up to Oshkosh. And then as we go through the series, I hope that you'll get inspired in your journey, and if nothing else, just have fun. Fasten your seatbelts. Welcome aboard. It's good to have you. Thank you.